Today we're talking about why I dropped out of college, how I did that, and where I found the courage in order to actually do that. So, I went to university or college in Nova Scotia in Dalhousie for 1 year, and I dropped out a year ago. And then, so basically, I went to college for psychology because, see, I've always wanted to help people. I just wanted to have some credentials or something to show me. That way I'd be in a better position to help people, you see. So I also wanted to understand people better. But through my process of being in university, I realized that one, I don't learn in a classroom setting. See, a classroom setting to me is really not that important anymore because you're just sitting and you're basically getting secondhand knowledge. You're getting taught things, you're getting taught how to learn and how to do things instead of actually learning through doing things. You feel me? You're getting taught how to do things instead of actually doing the things. So that's the key. It's about secondhand knowledge versus direct experience. I learned through direct experience. I learned from traveling the world, and so that's why I dropped out of university to go to Hawaii. But there's a lot more than just that. See, the universe, we're in the universe right now, so why do we have to go to a university to get some knowledge? Why do we have to go get 1 degree of knowledge? What is 1 degree of knowledge worth when we have 360 degrees of knowledge within us? You feel me? We sit at the middle and we can see every single different angle, every different perspective. We can flip it upside down, turn it around, and see every angle of light that's coming in through to shine upon that subject. So why do you have to go to a university to get knowledge when you can go straight to the source, which is inside yourself? So that's a question I asked myself. And then from there, I said, yo, I'm really not having fun. I'm sitting in this classroom, shit is stressed, I gotta write these exams. I'm spending most of my time writing papers and stuff. Why the hell would I want to do this when I can drop out of university and take a trip to Hawaii and go live in the tropics? And so that's what I did, man. I just said, I'm done with this. I knew that I had to list almost like a come to God type conversation, but with myself. And so I was sitting there and I was just like, man, how's your life gonna look if you just continue, you finish 3 more years of university and then you got a psychology degree? What that gonna get you? What you gonna do with that? Oh yeah, you might become a psychologist. Okay, where are you gonna go? So for me, it's my life purpose was not really to be a psychologist. It was to help people, so a psychologist, I just kind of put that label, threw that out there, being like, oh, maybe I can help people once I'm a psychologist. Now, that's really not how it works, in my opinion. So, basically, what I decided to do was I had this conversation with myself, and I eventually came to the point where I said, listen, is you going to university going to be the highest, best, most abundant, beautiful life you can possibly live? And I sat there, and I stared at myself in the mirror. And the answer I got back said, no. Drop the fuck out. So that's what I did, and it's as simple as that. This is how I dropped out. So I took a philosophy class, right? And it was like a tied-in credit course. So there's 2 semesters, and basically the credit was you had to pass both semesters in order to get the credit. I was walking to my exam, right? The last exam, I passed the first semester, and this guy, the teacher graded the exam 50% of the class. I'm not even kidding. The exam was 50% of the mark for the class. And so I'm walking to the exam and they said you gotta bring a pencil. If you don't have a pencil, you can't write the exam because we're not gonna give you pencils. I'm sure that they would actually, they just wanted you to be responsible for bringing your own pencil. Well, I got out the car, called my bro. I said, hey bro, I'm about to go to my exam, da-da-da-da-da. We'll see how this all goes, da-da-da-da-da. And originally what my plan was I was just gonna take a year off university and then go travel to Hawaii and then come back. That's what I was gonna do originally. But I started walking to this class. And don't get me wrong, I'm a smart person. I don't think intelligence is defined by universities and schools either way. I had a 98 average in junior high, I had a 95 average in high school. I was taking advanced mathematics, and everyone was like, oh, James, you're the smart kid. But really, that didn't make me smart. That's just how good my memory was, how well I was able to regurgitate knowledge that I was taught. I didn't even question it. History class, I didn't even question it. And then I started watching The Truth. I started not just listening to his story, but actually creating my story and remembering my story. You feel me? So that's what it's all about. But we're just going to go back here. I was calling my buddy. I said, hey, bro, I'm on the way to the exam. I'll give you a call when I'm done. I'm walking to my exam. I'm right there. I'm about to walk in through the doors, and I'm where the fuck my pencil go? where my pencil at though? And so I'm like, oh crap. And then right there, I had my higher self just pull through and he said, listen, you're dropping out of university. You're gonna call your bro and just said you're not taking the exam. And it was as simple as that. I literally called my bro. I said, hey bro, yeah, I'm dropping out of university, like legit. Like I don't have my pencil with me, so I'm not taking this exam. And I literally just walked out. And that was one of the best feelings I've ever had in my entire life. I can tell you that right there, because everyone in my life was expecting me to go to university and to get a degree and then grow up and be a psychologist. But my inner voice was telling me, no, you are so much more. Your life is gonna be so much more than just going to university, getting a degree, having a job, having a family, and then dying. So much more than that. And that's what it's become, because I've moved into it. See, what I've done in my life is decided that I'm not gonna settle for anything less than greatness. I'm gonna activate and experience everything that I possibly can experience and enjoy life to the fullest. So that's why I took a trip to Hawaii. This trip was a 2-week trip with my bro. Actually, it was a 3-week trip originally. With my bro, we were just gonna go, we're gonna backpack and then be home. And it was just gonna be a cool experience. That trip turned from 3 weeks into 1 year by following that same voice. That same voice that led me to drop out of university, that same voice led us to stay in Hawaii for a year. So that's what's up. You see, that's my story. That's why I dropped out of university. But more importantly, how I found the courage to do that was by recognizing who I am, you feel me? I had to educate myself about the world and my place within it. And I decided I didn't want to sit on the sidelines and watch these celebrities go live their lives and travel the world and watch these TV shows and all this stuff. I wasn't ready to do that. Maybe in another lifetime, but not this one, I'll tell you that. I'm here to have the most expansive, beautiful experience possible. And I hope you are too. So that's the message. That's why I dropped out of university. That's my story. My name is Nature. See, my name was James Maddie. And you know, some people still call me James, that's fine. But when I went to Hawaii, I changed my name to Nature. Because that's where I want to be, and that's what I want to become. At least at this stage in my life. You feel me? So, feeling so vibrant. Come back to nature and free yourself. We get that balance, yin yang. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to join the journey, because don't get me wrong, you know, see, I lived in Hawaii for a year. But I said I would live in the tropics, like permanently, like for real, for real. And I'm gonna do that. So if you doubt me, well, see, I don't doubt myself. I know it's gonna happen. I'm manifesting it right now. So tune in, join the journey, you know, subscribe, hit like, comment, whatever it is. If you enjoyed the video, you know, share it too. So anyways, have a wonderful day, beautiful people. I love you from the depths of my heart. Bye.